Hello, everyone, and welcome back to the Fight Me Bro betting show. This week, we're breaking down UFC Fight Night, Glover Teixeira versus Thiago Marreta Santos. This one, it's a pretty weird one. I feel like light heavyweight is at a crossroads right now, where I feel like we have no fucking clue, like who's running shit, and it's a very gloomy day to realize how close we are to Glover Teixeira being the one running the show. Like, could you believe if that happens if he fucking wins at 205 and then they have to make a super fight between Izzy and Glover Teixeira?
No, I can't. And spoiler alert, my pixel indicate that I can't. They,
Reflect that later.
yeah, it's bad. It's so
That's
bad.
really
It's like
dude,
any fight without Izzy in it is just a light heavyweight fight that I quite frankly don't care about.
I know. I feel like I've seen all the matchups already. It just this one's ugly. The whole card's kind of ugly. I know it sounds like we say that every week, but this week it is especially true.
It was 2 weeks ago we said that the Khabib card was good.
Oh, the
That was
Khabib card
fine.
was good. But every fight other than that, we've been just bashing the hell out of because they deserve bashing, and quite frankly, we are very willing to give it out.
Yeah.
But for this card, we did find some picks. I have 4 bets in 3 fights. Nick has 3 bets in 2 fights. So I'll get started off this week. First off, I'm going with what is this? Third up on the main card. I'm going this Jan. I have no fucking clue how to say her fucking last name. Xionan?
Xiaonan.
Xionan? Okay.
Xiaonan, maybe.
Xiaonan Yan over Claudia Gadelia at minus 145. To be honest, I don't really know too much about this Xionan girl. I had to look her up, but then she has some pretty fucking impressive wins. Like she's being Carolina. Granted, that's not the Carolina we know and love. And she's also had been Angie Hill. Granted, that's not the Angie Hill we know and love. But she's kind of been just rolling past chicks. And I think Claudia Gadelia is a name, and she was a big name up there not too long ago. So people see that line like Claudia Gadelia versus some girl I've never heard of. Like Claudia Delia's for sure going to smash her. And so that's why I'm taking her at minus 145. Probably think it should be a little steeper.
Okay. My first fight, I'm on the opposite side of this one, and
Oh, shit.
I didn't do the thing where I saw the name and saw the dog. I've bet I'm gonna try. I'm gonna do the bad thing where you can't get someone right, and you try to guess it back the other way.
You just Costanza yourself with someone you know that fucks you.
Yes, that's exactly what I'm doing. Like I'm trying to think how many times I've gotten Claudia, like Carla Esparza, wrong. Claudia
Angie Hill.
wrong. Um, who else
There
has
was
she fought?
another.
I think I bet. No, I think I did. The only one I did get right is I think I got the Nina Ansaroff one right.
Mm-hmm.
Hang on, I'm gonna look it up real quick. Probably should have written this
I
down.
think I bet Nina Ansaroff on that one.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
And
Well, that's
she lost to Nina
Oh,
Ansaroff.
did she? I think I
Yes.
lost that one too. So I must have bet on Gadelia because I remember
No.
being pissed off.
Okay. So, Ronda Marcos got that wrong. So the Nina Ansaroff one I got right. That's the one I got right. I got let's see, I got Claudia versus Jessica Andrade wrong. I picked Claudia to win. I got Claudia versus Carlos Esparza wrong. So I'm 1 for 4. Wait, 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, I'm 1 for 4 in Claudia's last 5, and I
Mm.
definitely think that Zhao Nan will probably win. Claudia she hasn't looked good. She hasn't looked good in these wins really.
Mm.
She looks like she gets tired. I mean, it's kind of the same shit with a different strategy. Like now she's trying to wing bombs as opposed to just smash people on the ground. So realistically speaking, I Zhao Nan probably gonna win. So I'm taking
Yeah,
Claudia.
exactly.
I'm
That makes
going the
perfect fucking sense because every
yeah.
single time it's like Claudia Gadelia is probably gonna perform this way, and she did look pretty good against Angie Hill. Like, granted, she's still sloppy as fuck and is like just athlete, and I'm gonna try to athlete you, but she seemed like she was able to restrain it enough against Angie Hill to get the win, even though I think she lost.
Yeah, so I have that, and then also I'm struggling here, guys. I mean, my picks have been pretty sorry the past few weeks, so I'm also just gonna take the charity over two and a half
Mm.
rounds. It's minus 300, but fuck it.
Yeah,
I need
I
I need
mean,
a duh. I got to watch a ball go in,
yeah,
especially
because
because probably Yao Zhan Nan is gonna have the fucking absolute performance of a lifetime. Knock Claudia out or something. Like, I need a buffer in there. So
Yeah, I'm riding hot right now, so I'm swinging with confidence here. But that is pretty. They're not getting knocked out. Like Claudia Delia could take her down and beat the shit out of her, but man, the fucking Chinese
when's the
are
last time we've seen that happen? When's the
true.
last time Claudia has done that to somebody? Carolina, probably.
Yeah, who everyone seems to be doing that to her now. So, but that is a subject for another day. All right, up to my next pick. This is the co-main event. Kind of sad that this is a co-main event because we're gonna see Tanner Boser, which the Dozer Boser, great fucking nickname.
Yeah.
Over Andre Arlovsky, minus 290. Like Andre Arlovsky's record has looked bad, and I know he had a couple of wins in there, but that was against that Felipe Lins guy who actually fucking sucks dick. There's just not really
baby too, right?
Yeah, I think he beat the baby as well. And then there's a lot of fucking knockouts, a lot of finishes. He's 41 years old, man. Like Arlovsky, he has been looking good. He has been looking savvy. But when you're going against a guy nicknamed the Dozer that just fucking knocks dudes out, like you're gonna get knocked out. It's just gonna fucking happen. And he's not even one of these heavyweights. I think he comes in on Sherdog is like 240, so he's like smaller in size. If anything, that works against Arlovsky because Arlovsky's best shot is to get a guy that's just gonna be winging hooks that gets really fucking tired in the first. If it's a guy that's like kind of diesel a little bit, Arlovsky's going to sleep. So I like him at minus 290 there.
Okay. You got to rip another one though, because that was my 2 out of my 3.
Oh yeah, no, I had some my lock.
Oh, okay. Well, yeah, I told you at the top of the broadcast, out of principle, exactly what I'm doing with Claudia Gadelha, I am going to do the opposite. I'm committed. If Glover Teixeira goes on a 15 fight winning streak to close his career out, I'm going to lose all 15 fights because I'm going to bet against he's too fucking old.
You're committed.
That one I'm committed on. So Thiago
I think
Santos,
we said this.
Lock of the week. He's got to lose. Like, he's too fucking old. He has to lose.
We said this when Anthony Smith lost it, and we're like, all right, remember how much we lost on this? We have to double it on the next one because, like, it's just how many times is the roulette table going to come up on
it green? Can't be black and green every time. Like, it's got to hit a red. And by red, I mean, like, I don't know.
Destructive KO. By Glover. Like Father Time catches up to you because at what point, so my lock of the week is also Thiago Santos minus 240. At one point, like 20 minutes ago, I'm like, the sharp in me that I think I've become, I'm like, you got to put the money on Glover, man. At almost 3-1 odds, like there is such a path of Thiago Santos not looking good because of the knee, takedown, which Thiago Santos has given up a fuck ton, and then just fucking control, maybe a submission, like that has it written all over it. And the statistics, like if you're a capper, you're a true fucking betting tout, you're seeing the value with Glover Teixeira. But if you're a guy with 2 eyeballs that watches sports and likes to see fun things happen, at a certain point, you got to be like, no one fucking beats Father Time. And it's not like Glover Teixeira hasn't looked older. He looks old as fuck. He looks like he's slowing down. But his durability,
miraculously winning.
Yeah, it just somehow. But then he'll lose to Corey Anderson.
But then like the guys that fight him, then all of a sudden they look awful. Like it's like they get in there and they look as bad as Glover's supposed to. It's like an energy.
They're like
sap.
reminded. They're like reminded what they're going to look like in 5 years, and they're like, man, this is gonna suck. And they just start like, fucking Anthony Smith fought like a 45-year-old man against Glover.
It's like when you fight. What's that fucking? God, what was the attack in Pokemon? It was so annoying. It's like when you fight like a muck, the giant glob of jizz, and then he hits you with like the toxic thing, and you know how that works, where it's like, you lose like 2 health on 1, and then it's like double it the next time, and then like so every turn you just lose double. It like that's what's like everybody they just get in the cage with Glover and they have toxic. Like Anthony Smith comes out and he looks good for 2 minutes, and then it's like the 3rd minute comes around and he's like, oh no, I'm forgetting how to fight, and then it's like by minute number 7 everybody somehow ends up in bottom mount and they're just like, I'm dying, and it just makes no fucking sense to me.
It's like he breathes his old man breath onto you, and
You just
you
get
just
old.
start to. That's the toxic. Because like by the end of the fucking match, Herb Dean's taking a knee because he's fucking winded as well.
Herb
He's like,
Dean's on the
I'm getting too old.
respirator.
Yeah, it's like holy shit. He's like walking COVID. But the
Makes no
second
sense.
lock that I'm taking, I'm going
The
all in
knockout.
minus by TKO as well minus
Good pick.
145. Just because I was committed like 20 minutes ago. I'm like, you gotta pick Glover here, and like I've been so wrong on Glover Teixeira's last 5 fights, like really bad. That yeah, it's just everything points to maybe you're just seeing him wrong and you have this vision of him that's inaccurate. It's like, no, you're seeing it wrong.
Yeah, you're seeing it wrong. You're not paying. You're paying
surprised.
attention too much to the record, and you're not watching the fights. Like
that's an old man getting wheeled. Like he's gonna get wheeled out and then like stand up when they're checking his fingernails and shit, and then walk into the ring.
It's a mess. I don't know how we keep ending up here, but Jesus Christ, yeah. I mean, for the sake of light heavyweight, hopefully
I thought because you said Gedalia, you went Gedalia because you're Costanza in your pick. I'm like, holy shit, he's gonna go Glover.
No,
like
that, not on that one.
Like,
that one, I am convicted, and if he loses to Thiago Santos, we're tripling up the next time against Blachowicz or Izzy.
It's just a numbers game.
Like I said, I'm committed to this cause. I will bet against Glover Teixeira for. I think I'm just gonna commit, even if he loses this one, I'm gonna bet him against him on the next one. Like I'm gonna just bet against. I'm gonna see, and I might make a tally of it now and just be like Nick versus Glover Teixeira, and just like take inventory.
Does he have in his career
before he hits the just I'm getting knocked out every single fight?
Yeah, because it's gonna he's gonna have 7 more fights. How many of those are gonna be wins? Like that's 2? Where we're gonna
I gotta clean up on the other 5.
Yeah.
So that's my strategy. Sorry, Glover. I mean, fuck. I mean, back 10 years ago, good on you for trying to fight John Jones and getting absolutely wrecked. But it just I don't fuck with the strategy now. You're old. Like you're an old person.
Hang it up, man. Look at Anderson Silva. Like the fact that Glover is approaching Anderson Silva age and is gonna look better than Anderson Silva. It's like it's like Glover has been fucking trying to catch Anderson's skill level, and it only took 20 fucking years until Anderson's aged
just
out
died.
for him to. It's the rabbit in the hair, man. Like I don't know how.
Tortoise in the hair.
Yeah, that's what I mean.
Tortoise in the hair. Yeah. So that's it. That's what I got. I got to recover. I'm hoping if I can get the over on the Gedalia, Glover's getting knocked out. And I know I've said this before, but it's gonna happen. So if I can just hit this over or Gedalia wins, I'll be back kind of on track this week. But man, these last 2 weeks have been rough for your boy.
I'm gonna do that fucking Gemini shit and speak it into existence. Glover Teixeira is getting knocked out in round 1 or 2. We're gonna find ourselves in a totally fucking Anthony Smith situation where I have it 7 different ways, and as long as he doesn't lose, I'm gonna be fucking walking out of here in jewelry, and then it's like, oh, he got his teeth
submitted. Oh wow, Thiago Santos submitted round 1. Like motherfuck.
Like he literally just heel hooks him, detaches his fucking knee, and we're just like, oh.
It'll be something stupid like, oh, Glover Teixeira triangle from the back, like just like something that's like that. That's not what happens.
It could be as simple as just a fucking Americana, too. I might look at the Glover Teixeira subline. I feel like that's just. I'm saying this now.
Stay the course.
I did the same thing. I just spoke it into existence. Fuck. Now.
You got to stay the course, dude.
Yeah.
Just all the Thiago Santos knockout lines. That's what we're looking at.
And then all the whoever's up next knockout lines. So those are our bets for this week. Make sure you tune in to our podcast, Fight Me Bro Radio Show, and make sure you tune in to this week's episode of Unofficial Rankings, where we had special guest super fan, aka McGregor Rousey of Full Mount MMA on. He was hilarious to have on, and we just vented about all the bullshit of MMA Twitter and gave our rankings of the worst things of MMA Twitter. So that was a really fun episode. Until next week, you can find me at Broliva on Twitter. You can find Nick at _Guy and you can find us both at Below the Belt MMA. Peace out, guys.